Hi, my name is Mike. Thanks for joining me today on my channel, Technically Church, where I share over 20 years of experience in audio, video, lighting, and multimedia. You can always find out more on my website at technicallychurch.com. Let's jump in. I've recently started using Waves plugins in a live mixing environment. I've got some videos on exactly how I'm doing that. It's a little unique using the Behringer Wing and Ableton running on a computer. But I just wanted to take a few moments and run through some of the plugins that I'm using, show you some examples, review some plugins for you. So today we're looking at the kick drum. I've got a kick track here, and currently I have no effects or anything, no EQ, nothing on this. So let's just listen to what this sounds like raw from the microphone. Alright, so that's pretty basic kick drum there. Alright, so today we're going to be looking at the CLA Drums plugin from Waves. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on there, show you how quickly we can get this sounding great. So the CLA Drums, I'm just using mono here. So we'll throw that on, and immediately you get a Waves plugin window here with a bunch of settings. So you can throw this on all your drums, and you can tell it what type of drum it is. So in this case, obviously it's a kick drum. And then they've got a bunch of presets in here. So I'm going to just start with a kick preset, and we're going to go with the Rock 1 preset. So I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to kick it in, and you'll see just by applying that one preset what this can do. This is off, and I'm going to turn it on now. Back off, and on. So you can see that really quickly you can get an awesome sounding kick drum. So I'll run through a few of these presets here and show you kind of how this interface works if you want to tweak it yourself. So I'm going to leave this playing and go through some of the presets. That's that Rock 1 preset. Rock 2 preset there, just brings a little more room sound in. There's the Pop High preset. Pop Low. This one's called Start Me Up. This one's called Bang. And let's look at a couple more. Shake. So that's not doing too much there. That's Rumblefoot. So, alright, if we go back to the Rock 1 preset, I'm just going to run through this interface here just a little bit. So you've got your input gain and your output gain, pretty simple there. So then you have sliders for bass, treble, compression, reverb, and gate. So in this preset, these first four are on, so these are lit up, and this gate is not actually on, so it's not doing anything. And then you have three settings at the top for each as well. So you can see in the bass, you've got a sub setting, an upper, and a lower. So that's just how it shapes the tone. For the treble, you've got a roof, a top, and a bite. So you can mess with all that. So it's how much and how it's shaping the sound. So obviously this is doing a lot for you. This is not necessarily meant for somebody who wants to dig into every little parameter. But what you're kind of buying is the preset, right, of somebody who's already done that work for you. So I'm going to play this again and mess with some of these so you can just see what it does. So if I take the bass out, obviously you're losing a lot of that low end. And then if I pump it up, you can just really hear that kick in if you have headphones on. Treble is some of that top end. So that takes all the top end out, puts it back in. Compression. And then you can add some reverb in. Or take it out and make it dry. And then let's go back and mess with this gate just a little bit. So I'm going to turn it on. So you can still hear the toms in the background. So I'm going to bump this up and it should take some of that out. So now we're getting just the kick and it's gating out a bunch of that other stuff going on. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. Maybe I want a little more low end. Add some bite in there. And just a little more reverb. So you can see how you can mess around with that. So that's a quick overview of the CLA Drums plugin from Waves. So this is something that I use on a weekly basis. In this case, I'm using it for the kick drum, and I do use it in a live environment, and I also use it after the fact in multitracks if I want to do some quick mixing, just like this. Thanks for joining me today. Again, my name is Mike. You can always find out more on my website, technicallychurch.com, or on my YouTube channel, Technically Church. Look forward to seeing you soon.